Heather, it's a full house. When I got here earlier today, there were at least 50 people lined up just to get inside the gate. I've been on scene all day where this incident ended, that deadly incident. Police say when they're pulling you over, they're always watching your hands. So keep them placed on the steering wheel and avoid reaching around in your vehicle. It's a little chilly out here, but as you can see, they're putting on like a fire show behind me, and it's pretty much keeping me warm. Jeff, Heather, police are releasing very few details about what happened last night. They have not yet released the name of the victim or identified the suspects. This is a busy day. If you can see this line right here, this is just for the TVs. This Watts Up meter is actually very easy to use. You simply take whatever appliance you want a reading on and plug it here, and it'll give you the exact dollar amount it's costing you each month. The Forest County District Attorney Chuck Semino says he's hoping to file charges as soon as possible, but right now he's in the process of getting documents from Child Protective Services. Now tonight at 5, I will have another live report. I'll tell you a little bit more about those new and exciting attractions that are down here, which is what the Wausau Police Department did before sending over Lauren's picture, description, or any other information that could help find her to the Dane County Communications Center. Day after day. Always at the crack of dawn. That's when Jacqueline Bowman and her husband Chris can be found preparing sweet treats for the day. Eagerly waiting to serve their customers at the Higher Grounds Bakery and Coffee House here in your town, Wisconsin Rapids.
We are a family business and we have 5 little boys, so it's exciting to be a family-run business in a town this size.
Jacqueline says she's proud of herself for taking such a huge leap of faith on her small business 5 years ago.
I bought the coffee shop that was in the Rapids Mall in 2012, and then just kind of with a little dream of learning greater baking and cooking skills and things like that, just kind of developed it into much more of a cafe, restaurant, and full-size bakery.
At the time, we didn't do any of our breads. Our bakery was very limited. We've also branched out in the way we do coffee. It's very exciting. I like what we're doing with our coffee and in the front.
And their customers love it too. Bringing in residents like Renee Groff, who says she's been coming to the cafe since the beginning.
She has the best bakery ever. Her cakes and her coffee is second to none.
The food is wonderful. The atmosphere is nice. The owners are very, very, very nice. And I know you'll find something that you like and that you want to buy and want to come back and buy some more.
Keeping their customers happy is also the reason the Higher Grounds Bakery and Coffee House is up for a national award, one that recognizes small businesses throughout the country.
We answered many essay questions, basically, and then we had to create a video or images for our businesses also, and then we also had to procure a certain amount of votes from the community.
I'm excited that people see the quality here and they like it so much. They're excited to vote. That's really exciting to me. That kind of response really means they get what we're really trying to do here.
And that community support is what Jacqueline says has helped her and her family along the way, and the reason her bakery is what it is today.
We have people who believe in us, who care, who return repeatedly. These customers are definitely regulars of ours, and those are the people that stood behind us to get us even that far. More than anything, we're just really happy to serve.
In your town, Wisconsin Rapids, Amber Luckett, News Channel 7.
It hurts. Still does.
Just the thought of being forced out of her home in Poland is something Helena Jaworski says still haunts her, no matter how hard she tries to forget.
I live it. I can't sleep nights.
Helena was only 13 years old when Germans attacked Poland. Many people consider the attack the beginning of World War II. But for Helena and her family, it was the start of something that she says would change her life forever.
But then came February 10th, 1940. At night, they were banging on the door. My mother went to open the door. They ordered hands up from my father, and they said, "Start packing, you're leaving."
Helena, her parents, brother, sister, and grandmother were taken to a nearby train station.
There was a long freight train standing. They were packing Polish people in already. The soldiers opened up the door and they called out, "Konstantin Skowronski." That was my father. my father's name. He was with us, of course, but they ordered him to go with them. And as he was saying goodbye, he said, I don't think I'm going to see you again. Those were prophetic words, prophetic. We never saw him again.
In that moment, Helena says she knew life had taken a turn for the worst.
About 2 weeks, I guess, we were traveling. And when we got there, they unloaded us out in the snow. Vicious temperature. There were sleds, and they took us to the camp, about 20 miles down in the forest. And there were wooden barracks ready for us. And there were Ukrainian people left over, whoever survived from the First World War. And they were saying, same thing is going to happen to you. But of course we didn't believe it. No way.
But it did. And just like them, they were forced to work day in and day out.
It was not easy, especially on an empty stomach. We were hungry all the time. That was the worst thing. But, you know, the commandants right away say, you're here, this is where you work, and this is you live until you die. That was the only end for us, like those Ukrainian people. But, you know, in spite of, it sounds like we were trying to survive. Unfortunately, older people and children, infants, none of them survived. There was one horrible, I witnessed it. A baby boy was born. 2 weeks later, he died. Poor mother, she was desperate. Her father made a small box, wooden box for the baby. When they put that baby in a makeshift grave, shallow, I thought she was going to lose her mind. I can still hear her yell to God, where are you? Why? Okay.